rooftop tent with 400 watt of solar up there now. Finally, we're back out where we belong. So, after spending Christmas and that with some family, New Year's there, and yeah, come the new year, we took off down south to build this trailer. It's done, and now we're off on our first major trip. It feels good. Yeah, I'll be honest, the day I have to pull up stumps, it's gonna be hard if the day comes. So used to being out there. But anyway, it'll be about a month ago now. We've copped a fair bit of rain up here. So I've been laying low while it's been hanging around, but I pulled up at this spot. I got this message. What are you up to? We're gonna pull up for a camp. And I'm thinking, what are you doing down this way? Long way away from home. Anyway, I had a surprise visit from the guys from Pane River. So for those who don't remember it, I spent earlier this year up there, spent a few weeks. Quite a few weeks. Every time I go there, I spend weeks, not days. Catching the barra obviously, but yeah, so it was good. Caught up with them for a night. I got to thinking, I thought, what better place to break this trailer in and back up at the Pane River. So guess where we're going? Not to the Pane River, no, we're going to the Pane River. So we're going to go back up there. We're going to go fishing again. But this time, trying to get up there early. Got to do a bit of work up there. And then, yeah, go fishing. Want to try and get there, you know, while the water's up. How nice is this spot first? Just come for a wander. Camp's just over there. I've never been up there so early, so I really want to catch the bit of runoff there. You know, a bit more water laying around. So I could only imagine if the barra is happy as they are when I go there later on in the season, how good it would be if I got there earlier. So that's what we're doing. Just pulled up here for a night. Come here every so often when I do go through, but it's a good spot where I'm still passing through a few towns, so because it's a new setup and that, and yeah, so I've just been testing it out, you know, pull up here, give it a little bit, see if there's anything else I need whilst I pass through other towns. And yeah, then I'll keep trucking up. So I'll tell you one thing. Now, I've been running the same tyres. I don't want to bore you, but I've been running the same tyres, and they're a major thing. I had them on the GQ. Shout out to Buck, Mr. Buckaroony, because at the same time, I seen a video of his go up, and he was talking about tyres. And he'd been running BF Goodreaches, all trains, and I've been running the muddies as well, and so was he. But yeah, it's a really hard thing to, you know, get out of that same routine, because they've been good to me. They've definitely been good to me, the old BFs. But it's just, I had to really, you know, you got to shop around, you know. And yeah, I come across the Toyos, the open country, the first time, and it's at least been what, 15 years or so, 16 years that I've gone to a different brand of tyre, and not just for the ute. That means for the whole lot, you know what I mean? I've been running them on my whole setup that whole time. And just now I've gone with the open country. So please, if you've had a bad luck with them, I don't need to know. No, I'd rather find out stuff for myself, do you know what I mean? If I've had to listen to everything I've been told in my life, I would have missed out on a lot of good stuff if I didn't just do it anyway. Well, now's a better time than ever. You need new tyres, you may as well try different ones. So that's what I've done. Yeah, I don't like taking gambles with tyres, that's for sure. Not you know, not the places I go and that, but best thing is this whole setup again runs the same size all the way through. So I have 2 spares for 6 wheels, plus a puncher kit, you know, plus yeah, dog shit plugs and that. Anyway, so there's a few things I've changed with the ute. Tis a new trip. I've had to change a lot, obviously, getting the new trailer. Like I said, I needed more storage, so I got an extra trunk. Thank you, Wayne. Same trunk I've always had on the back in the center. They managed to fit side by side. Now, they're not, that one's full at the moment, but this one's not really full. They're not on here to put stuff in, just so I can fill it up. They're actually here, so if I go for a shop, I've got that dry space to throw it in. One, most likely you're always gonna have a fair bit of stuff in there, but it's only full at the moment because I got big shop, you know, I got all the stuff for an oil change and everything. So I'll do an oil change as well. The things you got to do when you're on the road. Yeah, so that's just pretty much full of liquids, oils and filters and stuff like that. But yeah, I just needed that space, so when I do pull up, I have room to put stuff when I'm shopping. It's not like where, it's just a matter of open up, throw it in. So it is dry and it's lockable. But if someone wants to get in there, they're going to get in there. But yeah, touch wood, I've been pretty lucky with that on my travels. The only other thing now, I knew it was going to be, not a problem, but it's going to be something that I'm definitely going to have to work on. It's freezer space. Because in the camper trailer, my big one, I had 2 40-litre angles as well. One is freezer, one is fridge. Then this one was used as a freezer. And then the little 15 in the front of the cab was used as a spare, like a spare fridge or freezer or whatever it had to be. Most likely a fridge, because I couldn't really freeze stuff in the center, because that's my main, like for water and that when I'm on the road. Cold snacks. Gonna have to go and get another setup, but I don't know what I'm gonna go. I have one in mind and they've been around for a while, and I think I prefer one of them to go on the back of the ute than an angle. They're Trailblazers, so look, they're full alley case and that. I think you can get ones with stainless, but I'd just go full alley. And the only spot I can put it is right in the back. Now, I've never had a fridge or freezer on the back of a ute. Never did I thought I would neither, because I'm not going home parking in a garage overnight. It's pretty much just going to live here and go through everything. A bit of a roof from the bottom of the rooftop tent, so it's got a bit of, yeah, enclosure around it. I would definitely have to get some sort of a tarp or whatnot for a wet season, just to throw over it, only when it's really blowing to the side. But that's going to be probably the only thing that I really have to work on. So yeah, water's all good. Still going to do the water tank for the back of the trailer. This trip I'm laughing, I'm alright. I've got the main water tanks on the ute, plus the bladder. So I got the bladder, it'd be about a year ago now, just over a year ago, when I was over in the West Kimberley. So that's a 120 litre water bladder. Comes in bloody handy. I'll tell you that. Just allows me to carry extra. When I'm on the road, I don't have all my tanks filled up. You know, it's a lot of weight for nothing. But when I know I'm going to go to that spot, then I'll fill everything up. And I'm still within my weights as well. We got the GVM upgrade done for this, don't forget. Another thing I did, and I'm pretty stoked about. Remember when I got this rooftop tent? I got a 250 watt solar panel for it. And there's a lot of space, a lot of real estate still up there. I didn't really need that real estate for anything else. So I got the roof, I might as well use it all up with solar, you know? And that's exactly what I did. Rooftop tent with 400 watt of solar up there now. And lighter, a lot lighter. It's meant to be good. I'm gonna see how they go. Like I said, I've steered clear away from them ever since. These are meant to be a lot better. They're called SIGs. They're from BougeRv. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce the name that it's short for, that SIGs. There's the two kinds. I've got the 200 watt ones. I've got two of them up there. And they just happen to fit perfect. You know, just the ends of it stick out a little bit too far, but I've got an idea for that as well. But they managed to just cover the whole top, and they weigh, I think, 6 or 7 kilos between them both. I think it might be 6. Really extremely flexible. They come rolled up in a little box, not much to it at all. Fitting them, they're no different. Look, they have both the positive, negative wires come out, just like your normal hard body, just like your fold up blanket ones or whatever. So that was pretty easy. I'm not gonna run these like portable, they stay there. So the two kinds you can get are the ones with eyelets around the outside, or the ones with pretty much like a adhesive, Sikaflex or whatever they got running on there. That's the only thing. I'm gonna have to see how it goes in this nice sun. At the moment it's not too bad. It's, you know, it's warm, but it's going to get a lot warmer in the build up, especially when I'm over, you know, west and that, or you're even up north. So we'll see how it goes, but so far it's sticking like shit to a blanket and it hasn't moved. So it was a matter of jumping up there. I washed all the roof off and laid it out. I'm pretty happy with how I laid it out too. You know, I thought, fucking hell, this is going to be fun. It's going to stick in the wrong spot, or it's going to overlap. But no, it was quite easy to get them up there, you know, to actually mount them. It wasn't that bad at all. I know you're thinking, no, you got to park in the sun. Well, I got to park in the sun anyway. I need solar. The thing is I'm not really sleeping of a day, like, unless I've had a really big night, and then I'll probably get up there. But no matter how hot it is, if I'm that buggered, well, that's my own fault. I'll sweat it out up there. But now, like, that 400 watt of solar, that's whilst I'm driving, that's hooked up. That's whilst I'm pulled up, that's hooked up. So wherever I am, that's constantly putting charge back into that house battery, my main battery, which is currently at the moment running the fridge and freezer. And it can throw it out, let me tell you. The best thing about it is it works almost just as good laying flat as it does on the angle facing the sun, what I've noticed. So I run it through a 50 amp Victron charger, so it's all Bluetooth, so I can keep an eye on everything. And it's doing its job. It's actually working really good. But it's only new, and I've got to see how it's going to go in a year's time, because it is living on there, you know. But it's just saved me so much room. So yeah, being able to not have to set that panel up and know there's always charge going in my main batteries, which that's the one I focus on, is the one in the ute, because that's the one running all my cold food, and I can't afford to lose all the food. So that just trickles away non-stop. But I'll always have me panels that I've got to run out on leads too, guys. Yeah, just it's an advantage for you. You know, you can, all right, got to park here. I'll run a panel out. At the moment, because the actual sun comes up from over that way, I've got to park this way because I'm only here for a couple of nights. And I always like, if I'm in a quick one or something like that, always like to park facing out. So hence the fact why I'm facing towards the road. Did pretty good. I'm digging this new trailer already. Like, it's still long, but it's nowhere near as long as my big one. But I managed to come down here, drive through here, and do a big turn around here. Now, that vehicle there, you could probably nose it up to the bush, and you know, it might stick out halfway out the road. Thing is, there's a lot of space here, but I really had to stick on that track and this inside here, because it was a lot harder. Out there, she's real fluffy. So already passed with flying colours. Best thing about an overkill of panel, if I'm in the one spot and I only getting a good solid 4 hours of sunlight, that's when a big solar array comes in handy. You're not relying on half the solar and relying on 8 hours of sunlight. So a little bit extra to set up, but not that. You know, that's probably a big highlight of this ute now, this setup for the ute. Yeah, just got to work on the trailer now. I just want to get a decent setup for that power pack inside the trailer, and I'm laughing. Good morning. Well, we're all packed up. Gonna take off today. We've got some more rain coming apparently. So we're gonna try and get in front of it if that's possible. They're already getting rain up further up north. Made the executive decision. Packed up. God, it didn't take me long at all to pack up. I'm digging that. I didn't have a lot of stuff out, but I still had a lot of stuff set up. Anyway, see if I'll give you a look where we are and where we're headed. See if you can see it. So we are around Townsville, just north of Townsville. We're going to go up the coast just before Innisfail. We're going to hook a left and head out, and we'll go through Malanda and all that. But we're on our way to Atherton today. These are Dave's decals for anyone who wants to know. So that's the idea today. Got a bit of shopping, and I'm possibly going to pull up at a caravan park for the night, not sure yet, going with the flow. But also, I'm not the only one going on this trip this time. There's another couple going to come up and spend a few weeks with me, camped along the Pane River as well. Well, like every setup I have, I do my 10 walk-arounds, make sure everything's done, everything looks pretty bloody good. Usually I have me coffee in the morning, but there's a survey not too far away, so I haven't had one for ages, and I think I'm going to get myself an iced coffee. That's the problem though, I haven't had one in ages, and I hope it does not disagree with me, because that's not a good feeling while you're driving. Especially if there's nowhere to stop. Let's do it.